Hello, my singles collective. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. Yes, this is an all signs reading. It's for all the signs, everyone who logs in here, no matter what your sign is. If this is your reading, you will know. I will call out the signs and symbols for you so you'll know what's going on if you're not quite up on the tarot gig yet. So I will call out all those signs and symbols so you know what's going on. Thank you for clicking here. And I just really want to say thank you so much for all the ways that you've been appreciating me by giving these videos, the singles videos, a thumbs up. And whoever suggested it, thank you so much, because I'm having such fun doing them for you. So there's lots going on astrologically, my singles, and it's all playing well for you. If you're looking for somebody who do you want to make a connection with, I feel that that August is probably the month that all this goes off. Look, I'm looking in the comments. Y'all know I'm in the comments and I see it happening already. I pin whatever I can so you can see it too. But all these things that have been coming up in these readings in the past year, I think are starting to come to fruition. And why is that? Well, go watch the video that I put up for the Lionsgate portal. But in short, there's some spectacular astrological things that are going on in terms of energy. Sirius and the Sun are going to be in line together with Earth and Orion's belt. And that is an amazing energy because Sirius, the star Sirius, is 25 times, energetically, 25 times more than the Sun. That's a lot of energy being thrown on Earth, right? All right. Let's take a look at it. We're going to take one from each of these decks. Let's figure out what's going on for our singles. Finding sanctuary. It says open to your spiritual source. Okay, somebody's having some sort of an awakening. I always see towers as just that. So this particular tower is a sanctuary, and it is above the clouds and the mountains. Like, it seems really high in the sky, a place where you would get really great clarity surveying the land below you, right? So open to your spiritual source is telling me there's valuable lessons there that you need, singles. There are some valuable lessons that are going to be taught here. Maybe you've already been here because this is past energy. We have here, your light is shining brightly, reaching your destination. I love it. Yes. All right. So what I want to say is that you have been taking a look, surveying the land all around you. And I think that you're paying particular notice to things that are beneficial to you in your spiritual energy and things that are not. I think that you're in the sanctuary, or maybe that you've been by yourself for a little bit. You don't have to be hermiting, but maybe you spend more time alone than usual. I think that you've been thinking about these things. You're about to reach your destination here. Your light is shining brightly. So whatever you're opening to, whatever your source is, or whoever your source is, I feel like this is something that you've been doing already for a while. You've been finding sanctuary so you can think things out. What's my next plan of action? And that kind of is the energy of the Aquarius full moon. Sort of, pulling back, looking at everything, looking at all the detail, and figuring out exactly what's going on here. It's like when you, I'm a photographer, and I'm thinking about when I edit pictures through Adobe, and you have to kind of zoom in on a lot of things because there are things that you see in the background that maybe you didn't see before, right? And so that's what I feel this is here. Is that's where you go to find your sanctuary, and that's where you go to learn things. Your hard work is paying off. So you are the person that has possibly been really working on yourself spiritually, like really digging into yourself and realizing that it's you that is in control of all of it, that nothing happens to you, that you are as big a catalyst to what goes on in your life as anything else. Of course, there's always going to be terrible things that come at us that we never asked for, that we never planned for. That's always going to happen. But I think for you, you are realizing your part in all of it. Your part in all the things that have gone wrong in the past. You're really going over it with a fine-tooth comb, and you're kind of opening yourself spiritually to your source with an understanding. What do we got here? Luck is on your side. New moon is Sagittarius. This is the new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn is the one, the new moon in Capricorn. Your work is paying off. So we're talking about the Queen of Pentacles here. Your hard work is paying off. Someone who's been working really hard on their spiritual self, learning, studying. Yeah. There we go. It's opened up your mind. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Free your mind, don't be so shallow. I think someone's gotten deeper. That's what I think. You've got a deeper look of what's going on. It's card number 20. Look at that. It's judgment. That's what it is in the tarot for sure. It's card number 20. So it feels as though the things that you've been imagining, it's time now for you to go get those things. That the judgment is here. It's clearing the way for you to resurrect whatever you want to resurrect. I feel like whatever's been in your imagination. Yeah, the song Imagine, right? Imagine all the people living for today. And in that song, he's talking about imagine. Imagine if everybody just lived in the now instead of living in the future or the past. I feel like there is a big decision coming up for you, singles, as it pertains to home and hearth, because Capricorn is Pentacles. So it could be a really big decision about a new job. It almost feels like you've been thinking about it for a while and you have some sort of a realization that, look, I only get this life once. I got to do it. I got to go at it. Judgment card. I have to take another shot. Like maybe you took the bar and you failed. Maybe it's time to go back and take the bar again. That's what this is, I feel. And, you know, a very big part of being successful in your life is imagining winning before you get there. And that's actually a very big part of Olympic training. And, you know, we see them as they're working out all the time that, you know, they got to keep their bodies in great shape. Yeah, for sure. But if you have no way to imagine yourself winning, you're not going to win. It doesn't matter if you've got a fine oiled machine or a fine tuned machine. It doesn't matter. If you can't imagine yourself winning, you're not going to win. And that's the truth. You tell your brain what it's supposed to know. Time for a nap. So deep knowing. Okay, so maybe you have been spending time alone. Taking care of yourself. Time for a nap to me is, you know, taking care of yourself, allowing yourself the time to be alone, to be by yourself, to nap when you want to have the beautiful meal. I feel like you're being kinder to yourself because you have a deeper knowing. You have a deeper knowing now. Changes in the wind. That's what the next card was. All right, one more card. Singles. So your hard work is paying off. So Capricorn to me could mean money, but Capricorn means to me the Queen of Pentacles. And that is someone who is mimicking the Empress. So I want to say, whether you're feminine or masculine, that you've really been working on yourself. And spiritually, you've been working on your balance, I feel, and that's about to pay off for you. Because whatever you've been thinking about, I think you're about to make a big decision to bring it into the 3D. The universe is saying yes. Go ahead and do it if you want it, and I think you're going to take that shot. I'm just saying, with the Lionsgate portal coming up in the 8th, you have the ability to imagine anything, right? Forgiveness. Maybe you miss somebody that you haven't had words with in a while. So we have, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Maybe for some of you, you're imagining a loved one. Maybe you've had harsh words with somebody. Someone that you are in love with, someone who is maybe a family member that you have love with, but it feels like there needs to be some forgiveness here. Imagine all the people living for today. You can say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. That's kind of my dream too. You know, it's just to get everybody to realize that we're more alike than we are apart. We're way more alike than we are separate. We have peace. I'm a being of love, and I release all negative energy. I think that's what this full moon energy has been about. This full moon in Aquarius that we had on the 1st. I feel like it was about releasing energy, releasing a lot of things. And I think you practiced releasing them by meditating, praying, whatever it is that you do to contact your source. I think that you are the one who is going to be getting this manifestation. So if it is forgiveness, like this could be forgiveness of self as well, right? It's a huge part of our growth to finally forgive ourselves for feeling the way that we feel, because it's normal to feel a type of way. If somebody treats you terrible, it's normal for you to feel terrible about that. And I think you're giving yourself forgiveness. It's like, I'm not going to give apologies anymore. I'm just going to be who I am. I'm going to forgive myself for all of my flaws, and I'm going to allow everyone around me to be who they are. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So when you harbor resentment, and I say this in the comments all the time because I do see it, and I shake my head, because when you harbor resentment, you're blocking love. So you're there bitching about the person who did you wrong 5 years ago, and all of that is this. You're the one blocking the flow of love, because you won't forgive what's going on back there. You won't just forgive it and be done with it, because the details at this point don't matter. Look, you got one life. Why would you waste it away, right? Without forgiveness. Why would you? All right, let's get some tarot. Let's take a look at it here. Finding sanctuary. I think now that you have discovered your spiritual source, you now see it as sanctuary. You know that you can go into meditation anytime, anywhere, right? Even for just a couple of minutes to balance your energy. Say a short prayer if you need to in the bathroom, right? We all have 5 minutes in the bathroom at work. We have the world, right? I think that having connection with your spiritual source is answering a lot of questions for you. And I think that's why you've been able to make such a huge change in your life. It feels as though, I know this is a single reading, but what I want to say is that it feels to me like what this is focused on is readying yourself for the thing that you've been imagining or manifesting. And I think it includes forgiving the self for not being more apologetic for who you are. Give yourself forgiveness and just be who the hell you are. Still keep hearing that song. Maybe one day you'll join us and the world will be as one. We're far more alike than we are separate. We got the Seven of Cups. It feels overwhelming though. To imagine the thing that is the biggest thing. And I'm just going to say go big or go home. I've been saying that in the last 3 readings because it came up in the reading that I did for the Lionsgate portal, and it feels like this. It feels like do it scared, do it sad, do it depressed, do it anxious, just do it. Yeah, Seven of Cups is like, I don't know what to do. I've never been here before. I'm not really sure which cup to pick. And it's like, just do it. Stop overthinking it. Imagine it. Imagine yourself winning. Imagine yourself winning whatever it is, the person, the job, the car, the house. Imagine it, because this portal right now is opening. It's like it's opening a whole big ball of energy for you to send vibrationally to your source, whatever it is that you want. But I think what you want is, and what I want to say is the Seven of Cups and the Imagine is giving me like go big or go home. Like imagine the biggest damn thing that scares the hell out of you. Imagine it, whether that's in love singles, because we are in a singles reading, but whatever that is, I think you need to manifest it really big. I think that when you decide that forgiveness is the path that you want to take, and not everybody will. Not everybody's going to learn this lesson. A lot probably clicked off by now. But I think if you're the person that's still here, that you're really willing to learn, talk about, be honest about forgiveness. And it's going to come to a place for you where your honesty is going to be your word. And you're going to give people forgiveness based on logic and reason and truth and honesty and conversation. You want to talk about it. And then we can get to a place of forgiveness. So whether you're forgiving someone else, or maybe you're forgiving yourself for not being authentic with other people, for not saying who you really are. I feel like you're going to get a chance to do that. There's going to be an opportunity. The World card is here. So what I want to say is, this is a new way of thinking for you. This being open to your spiritual source is a new way for you to be in the sanctuary tower, to be able to get the clarity that you need to survey the land. The World card is here saying that I've learned something. I've learned my karma. Something ended back here and I am no longer going back there. That chapter is closed. That chapter of my life is over. You could be dealing with someone who is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. That's the World card. The Moon card is Cancer and Pisces. We have Capricorn here. The Moon here, your hard work is paying off. Look, I want to say that you don't see the end in sight. I want to say that you're probably someone who's been ending chapters, that your life back here has been a little bit chaotic, but I want to say that your hard work is about to pay off. So if you're the person who's been cutting the toxic people out of your life and now you're feeling really lonely, I feel as though what you don't see is that there is some great conversation coming up, an opportunity for you to forgive yourself or forgive them and have some peace. Because I think that maybe for some of you, you've been living in guilt here. It says, I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. The guilt says I release any belief that is no longer with my soul's growths. Okay, so it feels like this is a bunch of releasing that you're doing. And it's going to start with the forgiveness here. Look, I feel like it's all lessons that are taking you to a new beginning. But understand that sometimes we complain about the things that aren't coming to us. Why can't I get that great, stable, awesome person who pours into me like I pour into them? And sometimes it's because we just need some lessons. We need to learn that, we have to learn the karma. We have to stop repeating the cycles, the same situations with just different bodies and different people. We have to really bring this to an end. And I feel like that you have brought it to an end. You no longer allow those people in your life, but I think it's lonely because I see her walking by herself in the moon energy. I think it's a bit lonely. And what I want to say is your hard work is about to pay off, because whatever you've been manifesting, the thing that scares the hell out of you, I think is about to come in, but I think it comes in when you forgive yourself or someone else. There's a new beginning coming here. I don't think you're expecting it. I don't think you feel that you're worthy of it, but I want to say transformation is here. And the time that you have spent opening to your source has probably turned you into the Empress. Feminine or masculine, Taurus and Libra. We have Scorpio energy here as well. We have Leo energy and Aries. All right. Something's headed to you. Just saw the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Something is headed to you super quick. Someone or some sort of energy that's very, very passionate. King of Wands is someone who doesn't give much stability. Kind of impulsive. Not really wanting to settle down. I think this is something that you're ending here. Yeah, I think you're giving someone the silent treatment, I want to say. That you're hoping that this is just going to go away, because I feel like this Knight of Wands that I just saw on the bottom here, I feel like this Knight of Wands hasn't been giving the Empress much stability here, but I also feel as though this Knight sees you as everything. Well, of course they do, you're the Empress, but I feel like this Knight of Wands here doesn't give you a whole lot of stability, so you're taking the stability back yourself by being the Empress and having your own stability. So I think that you're just like, I've learned my lesson with the Knight of Wands. I think it's time to move on. And I'm just not going to return the texts. I'm just going to close that chapter in my life. I think it's because you are in your energy with Source. I feel like it's making you realize that when you close chapters, all it means is that there's going to be something new that's coming. Sometimes it's hard to let go of the chapters, but when we do, right, we have the World and the Fool. They follow each other. Last card of the Major Arcana, and that's the first one. You get to become the Fool again and take a new path. It's hard to close that door, though. We've got the Five of Pentacles. We've got Temperance, Two of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Lovers. There it is. All right. Yeah. I think that if you are the person, everybody gets to a place in their spiritual ascension where they look around them and they realize that they are the same as the 5 people that they hang out with. And if you are not the same, if you disagree with them and the way they live their lives, and maybe they're a little reckless, maybe they're not, but maybe you're just not jiving with them anymore, you're feeling disconnected from them, that's probably an indication that you've kind of raised yourself out of the vibration. Because sometimes we don't realize that we're like the 5 or 6 people that are around us. So what I want to say is that you're probably the person who has realized the toxicity of some of the people that you were keeping company with, and you've learned lessons since you've been connecting with your source. You're learning lessons, learning about you, learning about how to deal with the stuff that's in the moon energy. I want to say the moon energy is giving me a feeling of loneliness and maybe a little bit of being scared. Like it feels like somebody here is like, am I ever going to find friends again? It feels like somebody here is quite lonely. Am I ever going to find a date again? I want to say that Temperance is here trying to trying to help you through this energy, the moon energy, while you're in this darkness right now. I want to say that your hard work is paying off, my friend. And I know that it looks desolate. I know that it looks, it feels disconnected. And I know that you're dealing with a lot in the moon energy. This is Cancer and Pisces energy. If I didn't say, Temperance is Sagittarius. But what I want to say is that Temperance is here as a gift to give you balance, to mute the harshness of being in the moon energy, mute the harshness, or lend kindness to the balance of, okay, looking like, oh, I know I cut them off. I know that I had to, but I know that it's going to get better. It's like, I just can't go back there. I can't, it's too dark. I can't go back there. And so that's what I think that we're looking at here as we look into the center of the reading. I feel like what you need is healing, and I think you found your source. And I think you're making changes, like you're changing your mind about things, and you're no longer, it's like you're working to a point where you're no longer scared to be alone. What you want, what is more important to you is balance and honesty, and I just want someone to treat me like I treat them. I want the moment of alchemy. The time when I know it's right, and I think it's coming. I think that's what Temperance is telling me. I think what you're going to get, because the Temperance is also always the answer, yes. I think what you're going to get is whatever you've been imagining. It's going to scare the hell out of you. It's going to rock your world. I feel like you're really busy right now, maybe with work, maybe you work more than one job, but you're keeping everything, I think you're keeping everything on the level right now, but it wouldn't take much to throw you off the path and throw everything into chaos. I feel like somebody's coming in to either ask you for forgiveness, or that you are about to contact someone and ask them for forgiveness. And the Ace of Swords is here. It looks like there's going to be a communication. There needs to be a conversation with this person that you see as the lover, the person who could be Gemini, doesn't have to be. But I feel as though for some of you, the forgiveness will be received. For others of you, you're forgiving yourself for being too busy to reach out to this person. I want to say that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. And that's why the Ace of Swords is here, because, it's a double-edged sword. It's a dual thing. Either you contact them or they contact you. But either way, there must be truth. There must be a new beginning here. There has to be with these lovers. I think it's going to be all about forgiveness. Look, I'm sorry I let life go, that it was too busy. I was holding things together. I think this person has always thought about you and imagined what it would be like with you. Tell me what the challenge is in this reading, please, for the singles. The challenge is the King of Wands. Okay, so I want to say that the Knight has grown up. That's what I want to say. So if you're dealing with Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, I feel like the King has grown up, the Knight of Wands has grown up to be the King. Now, the King is a little more responsible, has a kingdom to run, does things like they have to. They have to be, smart enough and be able to act quickly in situations that require it, but still be able to make good, solid decisions. I feel like the Knight has grown up to be the King. I feel like if you do have somebody who's coming back to pursue you, if that's the person you've been manifesting, I feel like this person is coming back a king. I feel like they've learned a lesson and that you've been silent with them and they don't like it. I think that they're coming in as a king because they have more confidence. This person realizes that they can probably win you over if they bring you balance. Interesting. This King of Wands is very attractive. I'm just saying, you have an incredibly alchemical reaction to this person. Yeah. It's like boom. Yeah. It's like crazy. Yeah. It's a crazy connection. We do have Leo energy here, and this is Leo energy, so it could be a Leo. Got Pisces and Cancer. What does the King of Wands want from my single folks? Feminine or masculine, whoever this King of Wands is, you're very attracted to them, and you have a connection to them, a fire connection that is undeniable. And I feel like all you want is to be able to stay in balance while you're looking at this beautiful person and their beautiful meat suit. I think it's really hard to feel their energy, which is very charismatic, and not, just stay in your seat. That's what it feels like. We have the High Priestess in reverse. This king is coming in to break the silence. It's time that we spoke about things that we haven't spoken about. It feels like for those of you who are interested in someone coming back, I feel like the Eight of Cups tells me that this is someone who did disconnect from you in the past. This person is coming back. Listen, we still have Venus in retrograde, right? So somebody might be coming back here to let you know that they've grown, that they've changed, and that they're ready to speak with you. They're ready to break the silence with you. Ooh, look at that, the Queen of Wands, and they know that you're the soulmate. There it is. Got the king underneath, we got the queen, and there's the confirmation, right? So somebody's coming back to tell you that they realize that you are the soulmate. And I feel like they want to open up some conversation with you here. We could be dealing in fire. So we've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo here twice. We've got Pisces energy, which is in the reverse. Somebody who's Pisces might be revealing something here. Tell me about this conversation about forgiveness. That's what it looks like, a conversation about forgiveness. Got the Ten of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Swords, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel as though this person has had a realization. Yep, somebody here has realized that you are all 10 Pentacles, that they really do see you as stability and abundant. I feel like this person wants to grow this connection from the Two of Pentacles, which is, we talk sometimes, we're both very busy. They want to move to the Ten of Pentacles. The Knave of Swords tells me that this person's either been watching you or has been wanting to speak with you for a while, but they didn't know what to say because the pages are very young, ages 7 to 14. I'm not really sure what to say. How do you want me to say it? Like, that's the energy it gives me there. The Wheel of Fortune tells me it's a successful conversation, but there's going to be a lot of change here. We have to talk about a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of change that may not look very positive on the surface, but it will be very positive change. It's going to lead to the Lovers. So I feel like we're going to talk about where do we go from here. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. And where you go from here is into the very fortunate future. You could be dealing with someone who's Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. I said that over here with the World card. But this is the planet of Jupiter. So this is all things abundant. Jupiter right now is in Taurus. So you could be dealing with someone who is a fixed sign. I feel like it starts with forgiveness. Somebody is going to say sorry. I'm sorry that I've been evasive. I'm sorry that I've been dragging my heels. I'm sorry that I have been in indecision. It's taken me a long time to make a decision. Yeah, I'm sorry that, somebody is sort of apologizing for, I'm sorry that I wasn't giving you any stability. I'm sorry that it seemed like I was just coming in for one thing. I just thought maybe there was some, I thought maybe that you had other people, and I thought maybe that there was some competition for you, so I bowed out of the competition. Like somebody here, I think, is telling you the reasons why. They want to try again with you, and the reason why they disconnected from you before, I think it's because it freaked them out. I think they have big feelings. I think it freaked them out. Now they want, they must have big feelings because they see you now as they realize that you're this, right? I got to move forward with the soulmate. Like, this is crazy. It's about to get so freaking crazy good. There's a commitment in the future for some of you. We've got the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. Let's talk about who we're talking about. What's going on here? Tell me for the singles, please. Who are we talking about? Give me some details, some sign energy. If you are seeing sixes, my friend, and you know what, just recently I started seeing them. So look, the sixes biblically don't mean good things, but is the sixes, that's not at all what sixes mean. Sixes are numerology, and these sixes, to me, when I'm looking at this situation, feels to me between 6 and 10, there's 4 steps. So it feels like this is kind of around the corner, but you may have to wait, like for some of you, 4 weeks or 4 months for this to go off. It says refocus yourself. So it's coming up near this spiritual source here. So don't stress, it's part of the process, and let go of control. So let go of, don't go running after this person because you think I know who I'm talking about. Let it work itself out. This is not an ex. This is someone you've never dated before. I feel like this communication comes to you a little bit cold because we've got the Page of Swords here, right? So cold as ice. To me, that's energy of people who are being a little bit flippant, like a King of Swords, someone who is maybe not delivering anything in terms of heart space. They're head over heart, right? This is not an X. This is an X for some of you, okay? If you're the one seeing sixes, it is an X that's coming back, I think. I feel it, yeah. This person feels familiar. So for you, this person feels familiar. This is an X for you. We have soul recognition, but either way, I think we're looking at soulmates. And I always say to you, stop putting labels on things, because soul recognition is great. You're my soulmate, but what if this person is 100% not healed and you've done all the work and you're the Empress and they're the Knight of Wands? Right? That is not the right energetic level. Why? Because this one doesn't want any stability. This one doesn't want to commit, but this one does. So it's really important that when you meet with a soulmate or have a soul recognition, please know that that's not a gateway to just fall into it. You still got to do all the checks and balances to see if this is going to be a compatible thing. Are we even compatible with each other? How healed are they? What's their understanding of what you understand? There's a major attraction. I was feeling it there. The major attraction, yeah. That there is a crazy major attraction here. So we go from 6 to 8s, right? And you could be seeing 8s. This is about finances for some of you, financial blessings. It says you're going in the right direction. You're going to be reaping the benefits of hard work. Please use your intuition. You are going to have soul recognition with someone who lives at a distance. And when I say lives at a distance, it could be across the ocean or the sea, but I feel like lives at a distance for me is like you got to get in your car. So maybe 5 hours or 10 hours driving, or maybe 5 minutes. Yeah. All right, this person could have dark hair. What else we got here? Psychic connection, someone that you're not able to think, to stop thinking about. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. Some of you are headed straight into a commitment. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the ways you love me. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.